Not every EV brand is ready for 2026. Some have real reliability issues, and one ranked dead last. This is the countdown of the 10 worst EV brands, from disappointing to risky. Stay to the end. One brand is quietly getting it right, and it's not who you expect. Number 10. NIO. NIO builds impressive vehicles. Battery swapping, premium interiors, strong tech. On paper, it looks like a serious contender. But in 2026, NIO is under real pressure. Intense domestic competition has squeezed its premium market share. International expansion has slowed. The path to profitability is still unclear. Outside of China, availability and after-sales support remain genuine concerns for buyers. The products themselves are not the problem. NIO builds quality vehicles with innovative features. The issue is business stability. A brand under this much competitive and financial pressure is harder to rely on for long-term parts, software updates, and resale value. NIO is not failing, but it is not a safe choice either, especially outside its home market. Number 9 had a decade-long head start in EVs. It just stopped moving forward. Number 9. Nissan. Nissan launched the Leaf in 2010. It was the first mass-market EV most people ever drove. That was a real achievement. In 2026, that advantage is gone. The Leaf still uses older battery technology with passive thermal management. No active cooling system. Without active cooling, battery degradation hits harder over time. Faster range loss, slower charging, shorter battery lifespan. Owners feel that difference as the miles add up. Nissan is not unreliable. The cars work. This is a different kind of problem. The issue is competitiveness. Newer EVs offer better range, faster charging, and more modern platforms at similar price points. Nissan has not brought a competitive new model to market fast enough to change that. Not broken, just left behind. In a market moving this fast, that is still a problem. Number 8 is a legacy brand with solid engineering and a software problem it cannot seem to shake. Number 8. Volkswagen. ID Series. Volkswagen's ID4 and ID3 were supposed to prove that a legacy automaker could compete in the EV era. The hardware made a strong case. The software did not. Owners reported laggy infotainment, charging failures, and bugs affecting core vehicle functions, even after multiple updates. Many owners describe driving a new VW EV as feeling like beta testing. That is not a feeling a $45,000 car should give you. Volkswagen has improved since the early ID series launched. The worst of the first-generation software problems are largely behind them. But the gap between VW's hardware quality and its software experience is still noticeable. Tesla and Chinese EV brands design their software from the ground up. Legacy automakers like Volkswagen are still catching up to that approach. Good car, frustrating ownership experience. Until the software catches up, that gap will keep VW on lists like this one. Number 7 is spending billions on EVs. The results do not yet match the investment. Number 7. Ford. EV division. Ford made serious moves with the Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning. Real products, real customers, real demand. The financial story behind those products is harder to ignore. Ford has reported billions in losses on its EV programs. The division is not yet profitable. Reliability is also inconsistent. Software issues and battery-related concerns have shown up across both major models. Recalls have followed. The F-150 Lightning is genuinely useful for truck owners who need real capability from an EV. But Ford is in a transition phase. The technology is still maturing. Long-term EV support depends on how committed Ford stays if losses continue. That uncertainty matters for buyers thinking about a 5 to 10-year ownership window. Good products, uncertain foundation. That combination earns a spot on this list. Number 6 built the most expensive EVs money can buy. It also delivers some of the most expensive repair bills. If you want to know which EV is actually worth buying in 2026, subscribe now. This channel cuts through the marketing and gives you the real picture. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz EQ lineup. Mercedes EQ vehicles cost between $80,000 and $130,000. At that price, buyers expect one thing above all else: that the car works, every time, without drama. That expectation is not always met. Sensor glitches, power loss events, and software errors come up consistently in EQS and EQE owner reports. Consumer Reports shows the EQ lineup pulls down Mercedes' overall reliability score. J.D. Power Studies flag infotainment and software as the most common problem areas in luxury EVs, and Mercedes amplifies that trend. The comfort and refinement inside a Mercedes EQ is genuinely excellent. The ride quality, the materials, the quietness, all first class. The problem is over-engineering. More features mean more components that can fail. More complexity means higher repair costs when they do. At this price point, that trade-off is hard to justify. Luxury should mean fewer problems, not bigger ones. The EQ lineup is not there yet. Number 5 promised a full EV revolution. What arrived is still a work in progress. Number 5. General Motors GM EVs. GM launched the Ultium platform as its answer to Tesla. New batteries, new architecture, a fresh start for American EVs. Early Ultium vehicles have faced software bugs, delayed rollouts, and canceled models. The Bolt, GM's older EV, landed on Consumer Reports' worst used EV list. Dealers are still being trained on EV diagnostics. That means slower service and less confidence when something goes wrong. GM has genuine scale and real engineering resources. The Equinox EV, in particular, shows the company can build a competitive, affordable product when execution is right. But across the wider lineup, the Ultium rollout still feels unfinished. Industry analysts note that several Western automakers, including GM, are struggling to keep pace with faster-moving global competitors. The ambition is real. The consistency is not there yet. Number 4 is a luxury brand with world-class engineering and a business that has been burning through cash at an alarming rate. Number 4. Lucid Motors. The Lucid Air has the longest range of any electric sedan on the market. The engineering is genuinely impressive. Early reviews were glowing, but ownership reports tell a more complicated story. Electrical faults, frozen screens, and key system issues have been raised by a number of owners, enough to attract attention from reliability analysts. The Gravity SUV was supposed to be Lucid's breakout mainstream moment. Software lockups and power-on issues surfaced before deliveries had properly ramped up. The engineering talent at Lucid is not in question. The Air is one of the most technically advanced EVs ever built. The business situation is more concerning. Lucid reported a loss of nearly $790 million in a single quarter. Production targets were cut to under 20,000 vehicles for the year. A leadership restructure followed. That is a company under serious pressure. The technology is there. The question is whether the business has the runway to turn it into a stable, long-term ownership proposition. Number 3 created the modern EV industry. It also created some of the most talked about quality inconsistencies in automotive history. Number 3. Tesla. Tesla appears on both best and worst EV lists, sometimes in the same study. That inconsistency is the whole story. Consumer Reports placed Tesla at 17th out of 22 brands for overall reliability. Paint defects, panel gaps, and screen faults are long-running complaints. The Cybertruck recorded 6 recalls in 2024 alone. Tesla pushes new features fast. That speed often introduces new bugs before older ones are resolved. Owners notice. The Model Y is the clear exception. Efficient, practical, and backed by the best charging network in the industry, it is one of the most recommended EVs in the country right now. Tesla's supercharger network remains unmatched for coverage and reliability. That infrastructure advantage is real, and it matters for daily ownership in a way that reliability rankings do not always capture. Think of Tesla as a high-risk, high-reward brand. The Model Y rewards. Not everything else in the lineup does consistently. Number 2 started the EV revolution and still defines the standard. It also leads the list for complaints, recalls, and owner frustration year after year. Number 2. Stellantis, Jeep and Dodge EVs. Stellantis was late to EVs. That delay is now visible across its entire electric lineup. Consumer Reports ranked Stellantis brands among the bottom 5 overall for reliability. The plug-in models have made that reputation worse, not better. Charging errors, glitchy infotainment, and random warning lights are consistent owner complaints. Stellantis is managing multiple brands at once: Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler. EV development is competing for attention and resources across all of them. The Jeep brand still carries real off-road credibility. The hardware foundation is there. But parts delays are common. Software updates arrive late. Dealer technicians are still working through EV training. For a brand asking buyers to spend $60,000 or more on a plug-in vehicle, that support gap is a serious problem. Stellantis EVs feel like late entrants still trying to catch up, not products from a company that has figured out electric. And number 1, the brand that ranked last in a major reliability study, yet has some of the most loyal owners in the entire EV market. Number 1. Rivian. Consumer Reports ranked Rivian last in reliability across all brands in its study. Drive units, electronics, fit and finish, issues reported across the board. Here's the part that does not fit neatly. Over 80% of Rivian owners say they would buy the vehicle again. That satisfaction score is high. The reliability score is not. That gap tells you something. The R1T and R1S are genuinely different, adventure-capable, characterful, and unlike anything else on the market. Rivian is building something real. Owners love these vehicles, and that is not nothing. But the company is still young. Service wait times stretch to months in some areas. Software faults and manufacturing inconsistencies are common in early production. Rivian is solving problems at scale, in public, with real customer vehicles. Buying a Rivian right now is an early adopter decision. The product has genuine promise. The ownership experience still has gaps. That combination puts it at number 1 on this list. The best EV brand of 2026, BMW. After 10 brands that disappointed in different ways, one comes out clearly ahead, and it's a name that most people did not see coming. According to Consumer Reports, the BMW i4 is the most reliable EV on the market right now. The iX is not far behind. What BMW did differently is simple. It treated EVs like cars first, not tech products, not software experiments. The i4 and iX are built to the same engineering standards BMW applies across its entire lineup. That discipline shows in the reliability data. They are expensive. The software still has its moments, but in a market full of glitchy dashboards and unreliable charging, BMW is delivering something rare. An electric car that works consistently. Nobody expected BMW to be the quiet benchmark for EV reliability in 2026. The data says otherwise. 10 brands, 10 problems, 1 lesson. The best EV is the one that works every day. If you want to see which EVs are actually worth buying, watch the next video on this channel. Drop your EV below in the comments, the brand, the model, and one thing you wish you knew. Every comment gets read.